let's come to another. And then we'll come to it that is called the classification of Ainsworth proposed 3 classes. And then Deuteromycotina is classified by Ainsworth into 3 classes that are Blastomycetes, Hyphomycetes, and last of all it is Coleomycetes. Okay, actually how you'll remember this, it is so easy. First of all, hypho, what does mean hypho? That mean hyper. Someone is getting hyper, and blasto, that means blast. He's going to blast, something is spreading. Blast mean when someone blast, and some spores, when something blast, or some spore or conidiophore are blast, the spore that are engaged in it that are sprayed all over the field. That can be sprayed by wind, water, insect. So actually it is blasting, and then someone is catching it. Or coleomycetes, that means someone is coleo, that means in Bangla it is kole nawa, ঠিক আছে, coleo, that means someone is accepting it or receiving it. The spores are received by some host, it is actually saying this. So let's come to Blastomycetes. Blastomycetes is the primitive stage of Deuteromycotina that are classified by Ainsworth. So Blastomycetes, it is the primitive stage, so true mycelium absent. And when we see any primitive stage, we'll see their budding. It is reproduced by budding. And what is the example of it? Blastomycetes dermatitis. You can take the B and D as BD. BD. Actually, it is referring to Bangladesh, All the members of Bangladesh, most of the members, I'm not saying that all the members, most of the members are, short-tempered, and they are like bursting into fire when they get angry at someone. Because of this characteristic, they are actually conquered the freedom from the Pakistani army, and we have conquered our independence or freedom, whatever you can say. So it's sort of like this characteristics is sometimes good for us. I'm not saying all the time it is good for us, but to conquer our right, we must possess this sort of characteristics. So let's come to the Hyphomycetes. It is the middle class. This means between the Blastomycetes and Coleomycetes, we'll find the Hyphomycetes. It is actually a little bit developing stage than that of the Blastomycetes. So here you can find that true mycelium present. Here the true mycelium absent, but the true mycelium is present right over here. Budding cells absent. Why budding cell absent? Because it is not the primitive stage, and mycelium is either sterile. So we can remember it by a story, So what sort of a story? It is actually when we have freedom. Hypho means, initial stage. After initial stage, we are developing. Gradually, we are developing. So it is a developing stage. It's not that much developed, but it is the middle stage of development. At the middle stage, we can see that we may have some freedom. We all have freedom. After getting independence, we all do have freedom as a citizen of Bangladesh. So they also have freedom. So sterile. What is the mean of sterile? They can't produce a spore. That if we consider any girl, if they are sterile, that means they can't possess, they can't produce any baby. So if they can't produce any baby, they can adopt pet, dogs, cat, etc. They are more reliable than a person, than having kids. We may have some perception of it, so we all don't have it, but some of us do possess this perception. So it can be compared with this mycelium is either sterile. So beer spore on the sporospore. That means the it is the fertile. It is fertile totally. That means it is producing the spore. Neither pycnia or acervili are produced by any member. Here we can find the hyphomycetes are not producing this pycnidia and acervilu fruiting bodies, any members. So let's come to it. Two form order. The hyphomycetes possess the two orders. It possesses the two orders. What is the two orders? When we consider order, alleles are always present at the last of the word. Alleles are always present. This means whenever you can remember it that you are asking or ordering Ali. Ali means is referring to a person or a man. Thus, his name is Ali, and he is doing all your chores according to your order. So, order Agonomycetes and order Monilialis. That's the two order of it. And here we can find the mycelium sterile. That means they are, those girls are that are taking pets or adopting pets instead of taking any babies. So what is the example of it? Rhizoctonia and Sclerotium. And then Monilialis. So here you can find they are fertile. They produce conidia on conidiophore. That means they are producing babies. So when they are producing babies, we can divide it into families. That means when our babies are produced, they will eventually grow up and they will get married and they will form many families. So it is divided into many family, 4 families. So what is the family of the name? Moniliaceae. We'll find at the last Acea, ACA. Acea is always present in the family name. So Moniliaceae. Then family Dematiaceae. So how can you remember it? Tia is a girl. Ma is mother. De means she is asking her mother to give something. Shia. And then come to the another family, Tuberculariaceae. Here we can find that Ria is actually picking some tuber on the kula. In Bangladesh, we can find the kula all over the, it is actually used by the villagers especially. Many of us can't use it, Oh, just leave it. Then come to family Stilbellaceae. Shea will be always present, and Bella. If you have seen the Twilight movie, you will see the heroine name is Bella. We'll turn Bella into Bella. Still means still present. It's still possessed or still sustaining. Whatever you can say. The Twilight movie is divided into 4 parts, and all the parts are sustaining or still have Bella in their as their heroine. So you can remember this in such way. So what about it? Then we can find the Moniliaceae. Here you can find that Moniliaceae is a family. We'll read about the families of it. Spores and mycelium hyaline or light color. We are considering the spore and the mycelium. It can be hyaline, that means white color or yellowish color. Light color. Genera. Actually, it can be remembered by PAM, palm, Penicillium, Aspergillus, and Monilia. Then come to next family, Dematiaceae. Spore and mycelium dark color. They are referring to hyaline and light color. They are actually dark color. So we can remember it A, B, C. They are actually Rhea present at the last of it. So Rhea is reading ABC. When she is reading it, she is seeing that dark color because they are getting over her head. She is not understanding it because she is reading it for the first time. So Rhea, when Rhea is reading ABC, that means alternaria. B refers to bipolaria. C refers to curvularia. So let's come to another family, tuberculariaceae. Conidia and conidiophore are produced in sporodocium. Spore, that means spore, we all know spore. What is a spore? Dough. Dough means spore is doing something. C means, yuck. When you feel yuck, you call it C. So sporodocium and fusarium. Fusarium is actually Fusarium is a fungi. So when you are tuberculariaceae, Rhea actually in the cula. When Rhea is speaking tuber in the cula, it is actually fusing all the tuber in it. Stilbilaceae. Conidia and conidiophore developed in cinemata. It is the fruiting bodies. And it is graphium, that's mean graph. Actually you can consider it, you can remember it that the Twilight movie is actually it is gaining much money, so we are graphically we are watching how much money they are gaining each year. So it is Graph and Bella, that's been Twilight movie. That's it. So let's come to the last class, Coleomycetes. So what is the Coleomycetes? Conidia and conidiophores are aggregated in Pycnidia and Acervuli. They are present right over here, but they are not present in Hypomycetes. They are only present in the Coleomycetes. So here we can find the two order. We can remember it: shop, hay, rope, seed. That means seed has the whole rope. Shop means shop. Every rope is taking seed. That means seed is taking every rope. And here come to the other order, Melanchonialis. That means cone. You can consider it as cone. We all like cone ice cream, right, guys? So melon, that means sprayed. You are spraying it or giving to other members of your family. To Melanchonialis. So let's come to the order Sophero-Sidalis. Conidia and conidiospore are aggregated in Pycnidia, that is the fruiting body of it. Then it is so easy, So we are only adding the Shia right over here. So it is the family, it's getting the family. Genus. Macrophomina. That means Mina has a pH meter. That is macro. That means she has a large pH meter. Mina, macrophomina. Then phoma, that means boma. And then phomosis. We can find here phomosis. Phomoopsis. You'll remember it gradually. Melancholialis. So here you can find that conidia and conidiophores are aggregated in acervuli. It is also the fruiting body of it. Then melanchoniaceae and coletotrichum. It is the class of the Coleomycetes, and the last genus of Melanchoniaceae is Coletotrichum, CC. So you'll remember it as that much easy, Coletotrichum. So I hope you enjoyed the videos, guys. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button and feel free to ask anything. Allah Hafiz.